Hello and welcome back to another game on Arena. It says in the title already, this is going to be a Double Trush, and this game was sent to me. I'm really interested to see how this is going, because Double Trush, I hope this is not going to be the standard meta in 2v2 Arena, but it's possible. I Trush, okay, and we have Wonder HD, Sigmir playing in yellow as the Britons. His teammate is YOLO AOC, I know him as Teutonic Knight, we've seen him before in the 2v3 games, playing in red as the Incas. That's a good Trush civ actually. Britons of course should be decent as well. And we have Dench playing in green as the Chinese, and Jose Jacobs. I think that's the player that was around on HD times back then when I was playing. That's a few years ago, I guess at least that this is him. He's playing as the Slavs here. Actually, four very interesting civilizations, and I'm really looking forward to this. We have a few goats on this map. Is this a special form of arena? Possibly. Goats, zebras here as well. Now let's see how the maps are for the team that is getting trashed here. That would be Jacobs and Dench. We have Jacobs with a boar inside. Second stone is outside, not too far forward, actually towards his friend here, his teammate. So we'll be fine. This gate is blocked by the second or the third goal, which is forward outside. The main stone is safe in the back. This is very interesting and important to see, because that means you should be able to defend from a trush here. Other boars inside. The main gold is pretty safe in the back here actually. I'm missing a third gold, which is far forward outside, but it shouldn't be the biggest problem. Extra gold here, which also doesn't really matter. One really close to Jacob's base, and we have between the two players, that's the second gold from Dench. Main gold is forwardish for him, but also towards his teammate's side. He's luring in the zebras, which is nice to see. Boar inside. We have the third gold or second gold, doesn't really matter. Outside as well, and we have the main stone safe in the back. Again, very important to see this when you're getting trashed. Also the second stone is safe in the back, so two stones in the back here. Gold might be a problem actually, and we have three golds which are forward or outside, so Dench might suffer a little bit from a trush here. We're going to find out eventually. We have, let's switch to Teutonic Knight, YOLO AOC, with the main gold forward for him, main stone forward. This is not really a good map for now. Second stone safe in the back, at least something, but gold wise he is not looking too good. Second and third gold forward outside, zebras inside, which is nice, but I guess trushing for him is a real option. Let's see if he's actually going through with it. I guess so. We have 23 villagers coming up, 23 population coming up. That's not looking like a trush to me. It's set double trush. Maybe it's not both players trushing, but it's only Wonder who could trush. That's also an option I didn't consider. Let's see how Wonder's base is looking. Wonder HP with the main gold, rather safe, more or less safe in the back. The main stone forwardish towards his teammate. The second stone forward outside. Had to open the wall to get a boar in, I guess, or maybe it was the zebras. I don't know. Second and third gold forward outside. His map is really not looking good. The zebras actually on the other side. And Wonder is going up to Feudal Age. We've seen Loom now from Teutonic Knight, and he's also clicking up to Feudal Age. That's actually the double trush I expected. Let's see how the players are going to do. What can they see? For Teutonic Knight, he is now looking for Jacobs, and he should be able to find him within seconds. Yeah, he can see it now. He can see the gold. He cannot see, can see the walls, and he can see this gate, which is blocked. He won't find any stones for him. No, the second stone is outside. That one he can find. And for Wonder, who is sending villages already, a little bit too early maybe, but better early than late, to be honest. Extra berries outside. We do see a house coming up here. But does Wonder see about the space? He can see this pretty wide here. He can see that there's a gold outside, but doesn't know about any stones, and they're all in the back. So let's see how this double trush is going to end up here. The main gold he cannot see. Now he could scout it again. He's up to Feudal Age. That's an option for him. But he's getting that watchtower first, and we are going to see the double trush watchtower on that second stone. Makes sense. What is Jacobs going to do here with that villager? This corner cannot be tower hopped. You don't need to build a house here. That's actually a little bit of a mistake, to be honest. He should know that. We have Dench without panic, I guess. He is on the way to Feudal Age. Chinese, that's never an easy never an easy dark and Feudal Age in my opinion. It's always a little bit of pressure on you. You need to find your sheep or your goats in this case. You need to get a good food in, but Dench will be fine here. And I guess with a little bit of experience, you don't really feel the way I feel. Now, Wonder is in. He could go for that second watchtower, and Dench obviously is moving out with the riches. What is he going to do? Is he going to attack? Ooh, this is interesting. He's re-walling, or is trying to. One village is outside, four are inside, and that tower has fletching. could do a little bit of damage, but that's pretty much it. And Dench actually wasted a lot of time here, also lost the villager now. That's very nice for Wanderer in this case. We have to Ignite moving in with archers. Really nice to see the bozeman rush here, and I think he should go for another tower. Is that a tower behind that palisade gate? I guess so. The Wolof is getting completed, but Jacobs is a little bit in trouble. A few idle villages here and there. And on the other side, that second tower went up, third tower on the way. That's going to be hitting the main gold hard here. And Dench doesn't have good golds. All the golds are forward. He's now on stone, which makes a lot of sense. He should go for his own watchtower. Maybe one over here on the left hand side, one on the right hand side, or maybe close to the main stone, and try to go up to Castle Age without too much gold. Like this, he has to abandon his main gold, and that's very, very bad for him. He needed to put a tower here, to be honest. Now there's a barracks coming up for Wander. On the other side, that palisade is going down. Yeah, that's gonna go down rather quick. 5 archers against 4 villagers, and fletching done, obviously, for YOLO AOC from Total Ignite. Does Jacobs have a blacksmith? Yes, he should go for fletching here, in my opinion. He's not doing that. And like this, the tower from Jacobs should go down faster. Now the villagers are in, and there's an outpost coming up, or not here. Actually, I guess YOLO AOC needs to wait, or needs to go for another watchtower here. He's going to prepare the tower now. What is Wonder doing on the other side? 4 watchtowers up and running, 5th on the way. Stable coming up for the Britons player. Really interesting to see. A little bit unlikely, but maybe it's an option for him. Economy-wise, yeah, looking okay-ish. Good amount of farms here. Could put a few more farms around the mill. Would be better. I'm not sure about the wood count. Yeah, Wonder's looking good with the wood. Could go for farms here. A lot of archers around. That's 5 at least. Tower fight is still happening. And what's going to happen here? Jacob's not putting a watchtower on that wood line. He's on his own main stone. Makes sense. And the tower rushes have been slowed down a little bit. That watchtower is not good because the TC can hit it. And that's not what you want to have. Watchtower too close to the TC. TC fire is stronger, and I think Dench is putting up a good defense without too many problems here. 750 stone in the bank. That's too much, and he didn't put up a tower here. He's nowhere close to clicking up the Castle Age. Could buy his way up maybe, but that's going to be really expensive here. Still, it could make sense. And Dench, sorry, no, 100 stone. Who is the 750 stone here? Did he just sell? It's possible. What did I see? Some of the players must have stone, or did I see that wrong? To Ignite 300 and good resources. Could click up to Castle Age any second now. Jacobs, a decent amount of stone, good amount of food and wood. Holy shit. Will be able to click up. Wonder, of course, going for scouts. Is nowhere close here. He's spending his food on the scout production. And I guess Dench must have sold some resources. No, he's up to Castle Age actually. Ooh, sorry, I didn't see it. That was my mistake. Is he putting down a castle somewhere? He's going for TC here. I guess he could have gone for a TC somehow. I'm not sure who I saw the 750 stone with. And now Wonder is saying, okay, hello, I'm here. Let's go in with the scout. Let's try to do some damage before the major defenses are up. Dench actually, 40 villagers, has the wall in his own wood line. Is going to lose 1 villager here. Scout now has to run back because the second TC is sitting in him. But Dench has 22 idle villagers. That's a lot, and Wonder is still continuing to put pressure. I guess another watchtower here will be good. On the other side, we have to Ignite. With the second tower here, he lost the one behind the palisade gate, and that's a little disappointing for me. I think he should have won that tower fight. Jacobs is putting up a good defense. He's on the way to Castle Age. Same for to Ignite. So Wonder is the only player who is still in Feudal Age, and he's stuck there, more or less. But he invested into scouts. Those scouts are still alive. +1. Yes, I don't think Britons get bloodlines. Watchtower now coming up next to the TC, but that's like an invitation for the scouts to take down a few villagers and cause more idle time here. Dench is a little bit in trouble. He's got decent resources, but he's not even putting up a siege workshop or a barracks here to get some spears. I'm really surprised about that. He is not on stone, so he cannot get a castle up here. And now double archery range for Wanderer, who's staying in Feudal Age, who is putting a lot of pressure here. Dench is in trouble. There's a castle up for Jacobs. Jacobs is doing fine here, I think. The Trush is stopped completely now because that castle is pretty much unbreakable. You could go for a ram push, but I don't think it's going to happen here. With the Incas, what's the next step? Maybe... Oh, that's a lot of food. I guess booming. 1, 2 extra, 3 extra TCs. That's going to be a big boom here. In the meantime, Wander is still inside Dench space, doing... what scouts can do best here, which is to raid, to disturb, to just try and be annoying. And ooh, there is the castle from Dench. I was really wondering, where's that castle gone? I'm not really on top of my game now. I should have seen that castle, sorry for that. Maybe you saw it, I hope you did, then you're a little bit more awake than I am. And we have that castle with Chukunu +1, so fletching done, secure this goal. That's a very smart move, and I missed it. I'm really sorry about that. I should have seen it, and I was really surprised, but I also didn't see that he was on the way to Castle Age, so my bad. We have Archer's no skirmisher production actually starting. Wonder should really be up to Castle Age soon. He is, and now the game could get interesting because there is Boyars taking down that archer range and that watchtower. Watchtower bye bye. The archer range is going down too. It looks like Jacobs and Dench will be fine here at this point in the game. They are ahead in villager numbers 46-43 against. Actually, that's not true. They are behind. We have Teutonic Knight with a lot of villages already. 4 TCs up and running. He had decent resources when it came to the food count. Now he's got a good amount of farms. He could buy some food if he needed to continue the boom. And he's going for a castle of his own, protecting his main goal. The Boyars will be able to take down a lot of those towers, I think. Do they have the +1 defense at least? Yes. Chukunu, where are they gone? Back in the castle. Guess he lost a few here because I didn't see those fights. Siege workshop is up, and I think we should see the lead skirmisher upgrade soon. We have Dench with a decent amount of villages actually. 42 is okay-ish, but it's not really looking too good for him. Boyars now helping out Jacobs and Dench, doing good teamwork here, and we have Teutonic Knight going for the big boom here. I think that's 75 villages already, is far ahead, and he should be able to get a decent Imperial Age time, and then Elite Eagle Warriors possibly. Not sure if we have another option here. Slingers, I don't think so, and Elite Eagles should be fine. Kameyuks would be awesome, to be honest. I don't think we're going to see them. If yes, very nice to have that. Stable is up, second stable actually, and we see Knight production by Wonder. We can see there's Spearman production going, there's still skirmishes around, and the Boyars went down apparently. There's only one left, and it's low on HP. Chukunu production still going on, and Wonder is still guard tower. He wants guard tower upgrade. Needs, what do you need? What is 4? Is it food? I'm not sure. I never know what the numbers mean. I'm not a team game player, so I never really learned those. I guess it's 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 would be food. Is that correct? We have skirmishers now moving in. Elite skirmisher not done here. Knights, scouts, skirmishers, guard towers +2 obviously done. And these skirmishers, yeah, +2 as well. We have Dench in trouble again, more or less. On the other side, that castle is still holding. Well, Town Center coming up on that stone. Surprised that the mining camp is still holding. And there's the first Kameyuks. Awesome. Are we going to see big Kameyuk production? Boatcarrier coming in from Teutonic Knight as well. He's not clicked up to Imperial Age yet, but he is on 101 villages, far ahead of everyone else. And he's going for a few outposts. The Kameyuks going in. They can't really do a lot here at this point in the game. Boatkin arrow, maybe arbalests actually, and this is looking really beautiful. Look at this. There's a lot of guard towers now. There's the TC, there's the siege workshop. The ram is moving out to do some damage on the TC. The castle is protecting that gold, but it's not doing a lot more. And the Chukunu now, that's a really nice idea. They're moving forward towards Wonder's base. Wonder is pretty much defenseless, and that's not true because he's walling. Somehow he managed to see this, I guess. Now he's putting down a castle quickly. He was on stone, of course, and he's going for a few walls here towards the university. There is no pedlards around, so these Chukunu will take only a little while to go through that gate. Look at this is going really fast. Then again, Wanderer is in with the Knights, and he could start and hit that lumber camp. There's a few spearmen around. Dench doesn't really have an economy. He has 45 villagers, but this is all really crazy for him. Let's see what his Fog of War. He does not really know a lot about the map of Wanderer. He didn't really scout it, and he can see there's a lot of yellow in his base. We have Imperial Age coming in from the other two players. Teutonic Knight will be first here. Is going for more. No, Watchtower now actually. A few Kameyuks still on the field, more coming behind that, and a TC coming up on that second goal. That's necessary. Archer ranges 4. Are we going to see slingers here actually? Not really sure. Maybe Arbalest would be better, but it didn't really follow the upgrades that he did. We have a ram going down, but there's a Mangonel now hitting the TC, then just to repair. At the same time, the Chukunu are going in and parking underneath that castle. Longbowman production starting. Those longbows have 8 range against Chukunu 6, so those Chukunu will go down over time, and they are no position to take down a castle. I think Dench should retreat here. Like this is going to lose all of his units, and this is not really looking good for him. Not the best defense I've ever seen. He thought he could do it without watchtowers. He couldn't really go for it, and like this, he's a little bit in trouble. What are we going to see from Today Night now? A castle coming up forward, but Jacobs is a castle here and is also close to Imperial Age. We're going to see trebuchets. That's the first on the way. No more traps because the gold count for Today Night is low. I like the Kamiyuk idea, don't really like the slinger idea, but maybe he's expecting standard infantry here from Jacobs, and he's going for barracks actually. So you shouldn't do this if you're seeing slingers already against you, but looks like he doesn't really have another option. I think siege would be nice, like heavy scorpions would be so awesome here. We have Chukunu now back at home. The Chukunu underneath the castle went down, and while Wonder is not really close to clicking up to Imperial Age, he's still the one who's pressuring Dench and has been doing that all game long with success. There is Mangonel still inside. TC is not going and went not down actually. Two Chukunus underneath the guard tower will go down over time, okay. But Dench is not really happy here. Men at arms on the way, Skidmar Squires. So the slingers was actually a good call. And there's the trebuchet war happening. There's one trap only from Jacobs. He's got 3 castles. He's creating more traps. Now it's 3 against 3. 3 against 2 actually. Plus 2 on the way, and no, none from the other castle. So this castle from Today Night might go down here actually. Looks like we have 4 traps now even against 3, and longswords on the way, chainmail armor on the way, but the slingers should be able to hold against the standard infantry. Wonder might lose his guard towers though. If, like, let's see, the boyars could go in, or maybe those longswordmen could start and attack the watchtowers, then I think Dench might be happy about that. Still, Dench is not giving up, obviously. He's got Chukunu parked inside his TC. It makes a lot of sense to defend against Mangonels or Rams. He's finally getting rid of the guard tower, I guess. And on the other side, that castle from Today Night went down, but 4 trebuchets hitting that castle from Jacobs. It should go down with that volley. Bye-bye, and the next castles are getting attacked here. Of course, this castle will go down fast, and looks like Today is population capped. 152 villagers, 48 military units, so he's going to lose this castle. He's not going to go for any more trebuchets, but Jacobs is losing this castle as well. It's 5 against 4 traps. The thing is, there is Kameyuks moving forward now, and the trebuchets are pretty much defenseless here. The boyars and longswordsmen are too far away. 200 swordsmen on the way. Keeps actually coming up. Keep upgrade here from Today. He's going for a siege workshop here, and the slingers could start and hit that trap. Ooh, this could be interesting. Our trebuchet is going to get unpacked fast. They are moving towards the enemy army. That's never good. You need to go back here. But the Kameyuks are hitting the trebuchets now, and I think Today has a big advantage here. To the population says a lot, and Dench is still not getting rid of that forward. Now there's a good amount of longbowmen, elite skirmishers. There's archer on the way from Wonder. But archer armor, a lot of things coming up now. Dench going handcart. Wonder is low on gold, otherwise he could click up to Imperial Age. We have Dench with okay resources, but also no gold, and he is mining on the last of that second gold here. He's going for a castle now, directly underneath those towers. This is not a good idea, to be honest, but it could work actually. Is this Doubt Castle, 65%, and looks like Wonder does not want to stop this. The guard towers will be going down fast after this castle is up. Dench is sacrificing a few of these villagers, and now I think we might either see Today Knights and the trebuchets over, or Wonder on the way to Imperial Age. That's the most important part here. That's what I want to see. Kameyuks are gonna eat those boyars, in my opinion, because they have very decent attack bonus against cavalry units, as far as I remember. The 4 trebuchets moving forward now. I think those barracks should go down really fast. We have champion upgrade coming in from Jacobs. A lot of idle villagers here. I guess that's gather point from the TCs. And where is his army actually? Did he lose the army? Maybe there was a fight I didn't see. But with all those slingers around, I could imagine that those standard infantry units are going down fast. I think they might have gone forward here. And now, of course, that castle is up, taking down guard towers. But we have Bozo gold mining. Ooh, Bozo really late. Elite Kameyuk on the way. Coinage coming in from Dench. Does he want to sling here? I'm not sure. I think he should sell some resources, but maybe the gold price and food price is not really good. And he's got a lot of stone as well. Wants to go for another 2 castles maybe. He is finally taking his main gold, but he needs to go up to Imperial Age. Another biggest mistake he's doing. He needed to go up a lot earlier. Now the castle from Jacob is going down. Totally Knight is doing good. He's putting up keeps to keep the... funny wordplay. To keep the trebuchets safe. 143 villagers still population capped. This is just amazing. Slingers are looking good here. Plus 6 defense, so Couriers is done. And we have Longbowmen with which upgrades? 5+3 only. But prepare to help me. Ooh, interesting. Looks like Wonder is saying he's behind a little bit. But Jacobs resigned. Wow, nice. So that wasn't really needed. We have Jacobs without really a lot of resistance here. He lost the Trebuchet War. He went for standard infantry, which is a mistake in my opinion. He needed to go for siege units. And like this, Teutonic Knight is winning the left-hand side. And while Dench and Wonder are still neck and neck, I think Wonder could have done this by himself. He was the first to be able to go up to Imperial Age. And then I think he should be able to out-micro those Chukunu using the longbowmen with their superior range, like 10 range against only 6. And then trebuchets to take those castles down. So a nice win here for the team THD. Of course, that's why the game was sent to me. Double Trush for one, and then I expected them to win this. But it was a really nice game. I hope this is not going to be the meta here. Double Trush is really something I don't want to see anymore. I don't want to see a Trush in general, because I think there is far more advanced, interesting, beautiful strategies. Hope you enjoyed this still. See you in the next games. GG.